Hi there, thanks for joining us. In this Repricer.com video, we're going to introduce you to the import screen, how to export your products from Repricer, and how to import them back in after making a few edits. There are two ways to download your products. You can download your entire product inventory under the import screen, or if you'd like to download specific products, you can do that on the product screen. First, we're going to show you how to do this via the product screen. First, open the product screen and then filter to whatever products you'd like to download. You can also use the search option if you prefer. For this example, we're just going to filter for buy box winners. Once we have the list of buy box winners displayed on the screen, choose the Select All option, and that will display everything on this page. You can also choose this option to download everything that's been filtered, even those not on the screen. At this stage, choose the Bulk Edit option, and then choose to download via CSV. If you have a limited number of products on your list, this will download the file directly, so you will just have it pop up like any download from any other website. If, however, it's a large number of products, this export might take a few minutes, in which case you can download the file from the import screen. Speaking of import screen, let's head over there now. Earlier on, I mentioned that you can download all your inventory quickly and easily from this screen. To do that, you just choose this Download Amazon Template option. It'll simply download a template file with all of your products on it. Clicking the option now, we can see the file has downloaded like our first. Let's open the file now. Now that we've got our file open, you can see there's a good number of columns that you can work with. Let's not get overwhelmed though. You don't need most of these most of the time, and to try to make this as easy as possible, you can just remove columns you don't want to work with. Let's just quickly go through what options there are to edit first. Here we have your min-max fields, which you can use to update these values in the system. Next, we've got a number of fields that relate to your cost price. This is not only your unit cost, but others including shipping, pick, pack, and also fees. Beyond these, you have your various repricing rule options. On top of that, you've got a number of informational columns. These are fields that tell you something about your listings, but you aren't actually able to update them. Now, let's just quickly go through and remove the columns we don't want to update. For this example, we just want to update the min, the max, and the repricing rule. So we just remove each of the columns that we're not going to use. Now, the more observant of you might have noticed we haven't actually removed all the columns. There's a few there that have been left untouched. These are the SKU, Marketplace, Merchant ID, and FBA fields. That's because these fields are required for us to match up your product. So these are what we would call required fields. Please ensure that they are included in any file you import, otherwise it won't work. As well as removing columns we're not going to work with, we can also remove rows. This is very easy and allows you to reduce the size of your file, especially if you have a lot of products. Something else you might have noticed is that the SKU field appears a little weird, sort of corrupted in a way. This is sadly a side effect of many spreadsheet programs, Excel being one of them. In order to resolve this, we need to select the column, right-click, go to Format Cells, choose Number, change the decimal places to 0 and hit OK. The steps would vary a little depending on what program you're using. It's very important you do this before you save the file, otherwise the field will become permanently corrupted and you'll need to start again. So we're just going to quickly update the repricing rule on our products, and then also the min-max on our original. With those changes made, we save our file, and then we reopen Repricer to import it again. Within Repricer, all we need to now do is choose the option to import. Browse to the file and select it. Once the file imports, it'll display success or failure. In this case, because I'm in a test environment, it sadly is showing failure. However, I can assure you, at this point, it should normally show green. I do know what I'm doing, I swear. If the file, however, was unsuccessful, it would display some feedback as to why on screen now. If you're still having trouble at that stage, get in touch with our support team, they'll be more than happy to help. Once your file's been imported, if it's a small one, it'll import very quickly, we're talking seconds. If it's bigger, it'll take a little longer. You can check the progress on your file and what has happened with it by going to the Recent Imports section. In here you can see the SKU count in the file and the number of SKUs that were also updated from the file. If it was successful, it'll be showing a nice green tick, though again, test environment means it shows as failed. At this point, you would also be able to re-download your file using an icon that would appear here. But again, test environment means that it doesn't appear, I'm afraid. I guess if you don't trust me, you'll just have to try the import yourself to see it. And that's a quick overview of your Amazon import. Thanks for joining me today. Why not take a look at one of the other many Repricer videos we have on the channel? If you haven't tried Repricer.com yet, sign up for your free trial, or book a demo with one of our helpful team. See you later!